All right, Lee and I are going to do a video test. We'll leave one camera here with the goats, see what happens. I'm kind of curious to see what happens with battery life, stuff like that, whether or not they eat it. And then we're probably going to take a little walk in slow motion and check out the cows and check out their field. Right, Lee? Sound like fun? All right, here we go. Coming up on the real moo crew here. Yes, I'm a real monster for not bringing apples. Oh, don't eat my fingies. I know. I'm going to come back with some apples. Okay, so if we're going to talk of ordering in terms of names, so we have Frida. This is Alicia. In between there, oops, she just bunted me. In between there is Fiona. This is Diana. This is our newest addition, Glenn Cookies. He's our bull. He's a good boy. He's a good boy. Look at that. That never happens. And the person who has been responsible for domesticating this is my wife. She's been coming out and petting all of them and giving them apples. So this is why they're so friendly right now, which is what we want. We want some friendly cows. That's how we roll. So over here we have a little bit shyer animals. These are, so that's Ira Gilligan. Over there is Percy. And then we have Belinda, who would be our second cow. I think Belinda's still a little bit shyer than everyone else too. Hi, Belinda. Not a whole lot of bee activities today. It's the 24th of October. It's about 6 degrees Celsius. I suspect most of the bees are inside trying to keep the queen warm. We had a really warm day yesterday, so I'm sure they were outside doing their bee thing, getting probably... Alright, so this is one of our last fields, at least that we hayed this past year. Grass is short, but it's not to the point where the cows don't have anything to eat, which is good. They've been slowly working their way back, so I'm suspecting that they're going with the low-hanging fruit, the close fields first, and then they'll be moving out a little bit further as they run lower on grass. I've been feeding them hay, so whenever they feel like they don't have enough, they'll just grab a little bit of hay. So we're just going to be moving down to this lower part of the field here. And I've had this part closed for about 3 weeks. I just want to check and see what the recovery is. It's probably going to be really slow for this time of year. Alright, so we're down in the lower pasture. Yeesh. Grass has not recovered as quickly as I would have liked. So we might be just leaving it for the rest of the year. Give it a chance to recover and hopefully grow up nice and strong for next year. Looks like cows followed me into our last field. Sometimes you just need to show a little bit of interest for them to realize that they actually do want to come back and graze here. So these are the two sets of twins that we had this spring. Carrie knows their names, but I do not. Oh, I know the names, I just have a really hard time telling them all apart. So, I believe this one's Tallulah. I believe this one is Lloyd. Harry's back there, the darker red. And then we have little Mr. Franklin. Lee is losing his mind right now. All right, we're back where we started. We're right beside the goat hut. To my surprise, the goats actually didn't try to knock down the camera and eat it. We just went on a trip down to our back field to see what the growth of the grass was. Lee had the time of his life meeting all the cows. I'm not exactly sure how to end this, but I'm kind of thinking I like the idea of slow motion, fun things happening with animals. So we're going to try that as a part of our ending.